Hello everyone, and yes, it's that time of week where You Move Solihull gives you our weekly property roundup, which is hosted by myself, Alex Shapich, and my business partner, Gail Shapich. And as always, we're here to give you an overview of the thriving local property market. Gail will be out and about in the town of Solihull also, and we'll catch up with her shortly. So without further ado, the Bank of England yesterday, before we go into those local stats, have held interest rates at 5%. After inflation remains steady through August, but have indicated that they may lower borrowing costs in November. And the Monetary Policy Committee's 8-1 decision came as it reduced borrowing costs by a quarter point at its meeting last month. So that's really exciting news for buyers especially, and as November's round the corner, some people might be holding out, but as you know, it takes time to get lending in place, and by the time you have gone through the early stages of that process, deals will certainly be adjusting whilst you are going through that process, and lenders have already started reducing their rates now, or their borrowing costs now. So it's a great time to make that step if you are on the fence. So let's move on to the local property figures. We've got available stock according to Rightmove, as always this week, 632 within our patch of Solihull, and we cover 7 postcodes. That's versus last Friday, 642, so we're down on available stock, which is good news, means that the properties are shifting. New instructions, we've got 35 versus 45 last Friday, I do apologise. Sales agreed has remained the same at 33. Price reductions are down, which is good news again. So only 21 price reductions this week, and that's versus 32 for the previous week. Properties which have been on the market for 12 weeks or more. So there are 601 properties that have been on the market for 12 weeks or more versus 589. So that's up slightly. So there are a few properties which are stagnating in those stats. And the average time that properties have sat on the market in our area is 184 days this week, and that's up again at 172 days last Friday. So a little up, and 12 weeks or more again. Properties that have been on the market for 12 weeks or more, a little up again. That just could be a little anomaly, which doesn't sort of sit in with the norm, as it were. I haven't delved into those figures this week. So without further ado, we're going to go over to Gail, who's out and about in Solihull, and find out what she's up to. Gail, how are you getting on?
Hi, Alec. Hello, everybody. Today you will catch me out and about in Solihull. At the moment, I'm at the lovely Fredda's in Knoll on the High Street, having an amazing oat flat white, my favourite place for a coffee, to gear me up for a morning of door knocking and delivering CP12s, otherwise known as your gas safety certificate. Now, all you landlords out there, if you are renting a residential property in the UK, you have to have a valid CP12 at all times. But thankfully, the lovely people who devised the legislation give us a 2-month window whereby you can get your certificate renewed. So for example, if it was due to expire on the 1st of October 2024, you can start getting that certificate booked in from the 1st of August 2024, and you've got 2 months to get that penciled in the diary and booked and completed before your expiry date on the 1st of October. The other bonus is you don't actually lose your original expiry date. So you're not paying any more for your gas cert. You're just being super organised, and really guys, there are no excuses not to have a valid CP12 for your rental properties. Alec, it's back to you in the studio.
Gail, you have been very busy as always, and yes, you are extremely particular with compliance within lettings, generally speaking, but lettings is your speciality, and yes, I admire your attention to detail. So thank you for that information. And we're going to finish with the most expensive streets this week. We are back to B91. I've had a look and I gave you stats on B91 for the most expensive streets a few weeks back now, and those two properties are still sitting at the top of the tree. So I've moved down a little bit. We're going to the third most expensive and the fourth most expensive, sold subject to contract according to Rightmove. So the third most expensive in B91 is on Park Avenue, and that sold recently for £1.5 million. And the fourth most expensive on Blythe Way sold for £1.35 million. So lucky buyers, and congratulations to those sellers too. And that's it for this week, folks. We are going to be mixing things up potentially soon in the future, and we'll have no doubt more information for you soon enough once those details have been finalised. Have a great weekend in the meantime, and we look forward to catching up with you soon. Goodbye for now.